a job interview at a very fantastic place tomorrow, and I thought, what better way to prepare as well as relax than to make a nice ASMR roleplay. I've had two previous job interviews in my life, and both of them I got a job out of it, and so I like to think that I'm at least half decent at these, so I hope that this is very relaxing as well as educational if you are looking forward to a job interview. And so let's just get right into it.
Hello, my name is John. Welcome to our facilities here. Thank you very much for waiting. And if you could please now take a seat so we could begin this interview. Alright, so I will start by asking, why do you want to work here?
Well, I really like the work you guys do here. It would be an absolute honor to work alongside you guys and to serve the customers. But I also think that my personality and my experience is a perfect fit for this kind of job. And so I think I would just work very well amongst your team and just be a great addition to this overall workplace.
How would you say that you get along with your fellow peers?
Well, I have to say that, every day at work is a new experience and always there's a new opportunity to grow from. I'd have to say the most memorable experience I've had at work was this extremely busy day. It was Canada Day, and so we had people lined up all the way from the outside coming into the store. I was working on lobby, and so, many people were coming in just to get a quick meal and head on out, so there was a lot of cleaning to do. I was just rushing from table to table, cleaning, making sure that new customers that came in were welcomed by me, but also by a very clean environment where they could relax and eat. And, I was going from table to table, cleaning, sweeping, tossing the garbages, and just flying through everything. And apparently I was doing so well that a manager from another McDonald's that was in that day actually went up to my manager and told them how great I was doing and that they've never seen anybody work so well before. And so what they ended up doing is actually typing that in on my record so that, for I don't know however long it lasts, but it actually says that instance that, a former or a manager from a different McDonald's, congratulated me for my great work, friendliness, everything. And so even though it was a very busy day, as long as you apply yourself 100%, you work as fast as you can, and keep up that productivity as well as keeping up the quality, you can complete any task at hand, no matter how big.
Could you describe to me a challenge you experienced at a previous workplace and how you maybe went around resolving that issue?
Oh yeah, it's definitely happened before. I remember just last year I was waiting for the bus to head to work, and I was there waiting maybe 20 minutes, and then I texted the bus stop and it said that the bus was out of service that day and that it wasn't going to come by. And so I didn't have much time to get to work. All of the cars were gone from my house. Everyone was out driving around. And what I did was I actually called a taxi, which drove me into work, and I still had 10 minutes to spare. And so really, I don't think there should be any excuse for a broken down car or any issues with transportation, as there's always a bus or always a taxi, or in my case now, my personal motorized bicycle that I could take. So there's many modes of transport, and that should never be an issue for me to get into work.
All right. So what do you do if, say, your car breaks down and you have to get to work?
Well, I think it is very important to work with your team, your coworkers, and your supervisors to work as efficiently and with the highest of quality of work to complete each task that comes our way. Also, I would tell the supervisor when I think that maybe we won't finish in time, as well as offer my time afterwards to help out and to finish the tasks at hand. And I just think overall it is very effective to help out others whenever you're done with a task, as well as to ask for help whenever you think that you need it. And so that is basically what I would do during this very busy end of the shift. And I think with that high quality of work and that good time management, that we would get through it as long as there's very good communication as well.
So your shift is almost over, but there's still plenty of things to do. How would you go about completing your task?
Well, I think it is very important to work with your team, your coworkers, and your supervisors to work as efficiently and with the highest of quality of work to complete each task that comes our way. Also, I would tell the supervisor when I think that maybe we won't finish in time, as well as offer my time afterwards to help out and to finish the tasks at hand. And I just think overall it is very effective to help out others whenever you're done with a task, as well as to ask for help whenever you think that you need it. And so that is basically what I would do during this very busy end of the shift. And I think with that high quality of work and that good time management, that we would get through it as long as there's very good communication as well.
Now, could you tell me a little bit about your personal strengths?
I definitely say that some of my strengths would include me being a very positive person. I like to keep a very positive mindset at all times, and I just think that's the best way to influence yourself as well as the people around you. I'm very much a people person and a people pleaser, and so it pleases me very much to see other people happy. I work very hard to make sure that everyone around me is happy. I'm also a very organized person. I like to manage my time very well, get stuff done so I don't have to worry about it later. Overall, when I'm organized, I'm a lot less stressed, and everything's just so much easier to keep in order as well as get done, and I just work very efficiently and very well in that sense. So yeah, I'm a very positive person who works really hard and stays very organized.
All right. And as a counterbalance to that, what would you say are your biggest weaknesses?
A weakness of mine would definitely be that I care a little bit too much about what people think about me. It's definitely a negative aspect, but I like to channel that negativity in a very positive way. So rather than allowing that to slow me down, I actually use it as a fuel source to encourage me, as I constantly wonder if I'm doing something correctly, if I'm doing something good enough, and then that occurring thought in my head just pushes me forward to work really hard and just to please those people around me so that I accomplish stuff very well and just keep on task.
What would you do if you encountered a very rude customer?
I mean, everyone can have a bad day. I just think, everyone's human and should be treated very positively in a very respectful manner. I would try to help this customer out as much as I can and assist them in whatever way that they needed. And if I'm unable to help them out, I would definitely offer them to speak with my supervisor to further resolve the situation at hand.
All right, fantastic. This is the end of the interview. Now, do you have any questions for me, maybe?
I guess the question I have for you would be, when should I expect to hear from you with a response? And also, when is the working term going to begin? Because that wasn't specified in the application. Alright. Well, thank you very much. I hope that this kind of mock interview helped you. I know that it definitely helped me. I ran through these questions almost 1,000,000 times, and even then I don't think I perfected them. And there's still a lot more questions I gotta go through, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you after my interview. See ya.